Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a throttle cable on a 79cc Predator engine. These engines usually they're not meant to have throttle cables go to them. They're meant just to have a simple turn off the throttle and it stays in one place. But today I'm going to show you guys how to custom build a throttle cable to one of these motors. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is you want to go on OfferUp, Amazon, and just buy a governor. One that has a whole setup ready to install. But we're not going to install it on because this is for a 13 horsepower and this is for the 79, and they don't sell governors made for throttle cables for the 79 cc's. So the first thing we're going to do is this little piece. We're going to take it off of the governor. It goes on here. It comes off with a simple little clip. Let me show you guys here. Simple little clip. It pops right on and off the back of it. So you're gonna pop that off, and then you're gonna take off the governor off your 79cc, and you're gonna drill a hole here like I did. You can already see I drilled a hole. I didn't film that. I lost that footage. I'm sorry for that. And after you do that, you're going to pop in the piece into the hole and pop on the clip. This clip is a little hard to pop on, but you could just pop it on with a normal pliers. You just want to put it on, and then you want to squeeze it in place. Now that we got that installed, you can see it's installed tight. It's not going anywhere. We're going to put our attention to where are we going to set the throttle cable once we install the governor. Let me show you guys here first. See how the governor's on right now? We put the throttle cable in there, but where does the outside the cable, the black piece, screw onto? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to cut off this piece right here, off this used governor. We're going to cut this piece off here and here, and then we're going to sand this piece down to the metal, and we're going to weld it on, and that way you could bolt it on. I'm going to be using a grinder. You can use your saw, anything you would like to use. I'm going to use a grinder because it goes quicker. So you're going to grind half of it off, but then I can't fit the grinder anywhere on this side, so I'm going to take off the whole governor piece right now first. Please follow me on Instagram at Mr. Builds. I'm going to put the link in the description of my Instagram account. Please follow me, and hope you like the video. The guy I bought it from put this massive spring on it, which I can't take off, so I'm going to cut it off right now. We got that cut off. Not completely. Snap the rest off and take this off. So now I can fit my grinder in here and cut this side off too. I'm going to take off this bolt because we have no need for it. I'm going to cut this piece off that holds on that bolt fast. got this piece off. Now we're going to take this piece off, the governor off again. And now I'm going to grind this down to the metal. That way we can weld this piece on right here. Okay, so now that we got it grinded off, we're going to install this piece and aligned up with the governor. And I'm going to weld it on, but I'm not going to be able to film the weld because I can't weld and film at the same time, and I don't have a stand yet. So I'm going to cut this part out fast. Now you can see I got that piece welded on. It's a nice weld, and it's aligned as good as I could eyeball it on the governor. And it looks good, ready to install the throttle cable. So now I'm not gonna put on the governor and then install the throttle cable. I'm actually gonna install the throttle cable first and then put on the governor. Let me just set this down. So I only have a used throttle cable, and you can see the tip is all bad. It's nothing good. So we're gonna have to try to put it through that hole as good as I can. I need to open this up before I do because it's too close. I'm going to see if we could put this through the hole without messing up the cable. Twist it a few times. Now, as you can see, I got it installed in here. It took quite a little time, so I cut that part out. Now we're going to install it on the motor. So I put it on, and I realized that this piece right here is hitting the piece I just welded on. So I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. I'm going to have to grind this piece off fast because it's not going to work how it is right now. Cutting this piece off. For some reason, I don't know why they don't make make it so you can put throttle cables on these 79 cc's. So if you don't have a welder and a grinder, I don't think you'll be able to do this. But you could if you have a friend. If you have a friend, he could probably just weld. Because the only thing you need a welder for is just to weld on this piece. And you don't really need a grinder much. If you have a saw, like a metal cutting saw, you could cut the pieces off. The only thing you're really going to need is a welder. And so once we weld that on, once we get this piece cut off now, we're going to put it on. And so it looks like it's going to fit now. I'm just going to have to install the nuts and the pieces to hold on the governor. But it's a really tight space, so I'm going to be using pliers. put the pliers on and I'm going to install it now. And then you see there's comes with a bent piece, and you guys probably wondering why is this piece bent. You're not going to want to put it upside down. You're going to put it this way, where the two bend flaps are going down. This is how you're going to put it on. That way when you put the bolt, it bends a little flat, so you have a little tension so it doesn't move around when you give it throttle. Going to install this piece first, and then we'll get to installing the rest of it. I just started my YouTube channel, so I don't have all the setup. I'm filming off my iPhone 11. I don't have a GoPro or anything, or stand, so these first few videos are going to be a little hard. I am going to eventually get a stand, but right now I'm trying to work on getting the money to buy all the supplies. You guys can't see a lot of stuff I do. I'm super sorry for that. I don't have the setup as I already just said. Okay, so now we got the governor installed. We're going to install the throttle cable on this little hinge, this little piece we cut off the other governor. Sorry for all these cuts. I kind of have to do them unless you guys just want to sit there and watch nothing happen. So we're going to install this piece on. I'm gonna have to cut this out. I'm sorry for all this. So I got the throttle cable bolted in place, but then I realized I actually need to cut off this whole piece. You're gonna have to, I guess, if you wanted to install one, because it's not going all the way back, and I can't move this back. It's welded. And even if I cut the weld and moved it, it would be too much down and it wouldn't work. So I'm gonna actually just cut this piece off right here because it's really unnecessary. You don't need it. And I'm gonna cut this part out again. I'm super sorry for this. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I cut off the piece. It works now. If you pull the throttle cable from one side, it'll go in. Can't do it with one hand really. If I try, it goes in and goes back out and pulls the gases from the carburetor. So we got this all installed. Now we're gonna go up to the actual throttle piece. We're gonna install this piece, but I'm gonna bring it down the floor. That way it'll be a little bit easier. So I figured out after I installed the whole thing that if you look here and when I throttle it, yeah, look, it's not engaging back, and so I need to add my own spring. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drill a hole right here and add a spring from the throttle cable line from there to here where the hole is. Install the spring in there, and I'll show you guys after I'm done. Okay, so I installed that spring right there, and now if you see, it goes and retracts just fine. Take it for a test run. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Sorry for all the cuts, and God bless.